Hey, what's up? How you doing? Hello, John. How you doing today? How is everybody doing? Is everything okay? How is the weather? All good. How about yourself? Very good. Very good. Thank you for asking. I feel fine. I feel very good. Snow in Romania. Snow in here in Massachusetts, in United States too. Snow and it's frozen. Water is frozen, so you cannot walk. You have to be careful because you risk to fall. Yeah, it looks like a harsh winter in some part of the countries. Looks very harsh. Well, today topic it will be, we're gonna talk a little bit for the mountain dog of Himalayan and Tibet. We're gonna touch some characteristic of them. And a bit of the late winter. Yes, it started in the almost in the end, the winter. In February. So I don't know this. It's a little bit weird. You are right about this winter. It's very late one. And I'm not sure how it will be the spring and the summer. Bella, hello, how are you? I'm doing good, Bella. I'm doing good. How are you? How is everybody doing? A little bit cold. If you see, my lips are dry. The temperature is under the 0 Celsius degree. Snow, ice. Very, very tough time. But how is everybody else doing? We are 22 peoples. You can write your name and where you are from. For people who don't know, my name is Emiliano Babaramo and I'm a veterinarian from Albania. I'm an animal specialist and my specialty is livestock and livestock guardian dog. For sure, the pets too. I see you have a virus too. Well, not so, the symptoms are not so well show up. I think it's like I had a pain between my shoulders for 4 days and I still have this pain between my shoulders. I had it nose discharge, but not anymore. So, well, it's the time of the virus. I drink a lot of liquid, especially the water. I drink a lot of water all day longs. All day longs I drink water. Okay, today we're gonna talk for the mountain dog of Tibet. So, the aboriginal Tibetan Mastiff, not the fabricated one, not the dog show. We're gonna discuss, and I suggest to be a open discussion with question by people what they need to know, and not just me to take like a lesson, just to involve you guys in the conversation too, to be a little bit more interesting. But in the same time, everybody that has a problems with pets, with livestock animals, write your comment down below, write in the live chat, and I'm gonna respond as much as I know for free, advise you what you have to do. Depend on the healthy issues, behavior, or even to manage. So feel free, and I'm here to help you guys, at the same time to share my experience and my knowledge for the problems that you guys may have around animals. So it's been like a 4 day without live stream, pretty much like this. What's the symptom of dog with hypothyroidism? Okay, let's talk a little bit about this. One of the first symptoms of hypothyroidism in dogs is gain weight and accumulate the fat in the skin. It's one of them. Feeling lethargic, and even they show the skin problems too. They show lesion in the skin, like a dandruff. In human, it will show in dogs too, and they start to smell a little bit not so comfortable when they have those kind of problems. Dog feeling lethargic. The dog cannot lose weight even if they consume diet with low calorie. They have the tendency to accumulate the fat, and skin issues, they started in the tail, but they can be general in almost all the body. That skin, like a dandruff stuff in dogs. Those are the... And sebum. If you know what is sebum is like a lipid in the skin. They produce a lot of sebum in the same time, and it's go parallel with the dandruff and sebum too in the skin. Russia. Привет. Как дела? Love defensive skill in Tibetan masterpiece. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, they are very good dogs, and it's a cure. Yes, it is a cure. You can support with the hormones like thyroxine, T3 and T4. It's a hormonal supportment because during the hypothyroidism, it can cause but a lot, or Cush syndrome. It can be the same, and this Cushing syndrome of the hypothyroidism in dogs, it can be treated by thyroxine. It's a medication. It's a drug. It's a mimic of the T3 and T4. It's very helpful because the thyroid gland, because of this syndrome, does not produce hormone in the optimal level, and the body will react like this. You are a veterinarian? Yes, my friend, I'm a veterinarian. Tibetan Shepherd is aboriginal. Am I correct? Suzanne, the mountain doggy in Tibet, yes, they are aboriginal, but we have a fabricated type too. Levan, hello my friends from Georgia, how are you doing? So there is a cure about hypothyroidism in dogs. It's a cure. Yes, the mountain dog. So there are The dog in the thumbnails in the video is an aboriginal one, Tibetan Mastiff. Is an aboriginal one. Yeah, it's the same cure in human too. But we can support with iodine too, because sometimes one of the main cause of the hypothyroidism is the lack of iodine in the body. And how people get iodine by going in the sea, but by using the sea salt, which is iodinized, and this optimize the thyroid glands. That's why it's not bad to put some salt when you cook food in dogs. It's good. It's very good. Because the hypothyroidism suppress the metabolic system in the body. Suppress a lot that. And you need to do a test to check for the hypothyroidism. Is a test, blood test, which is T3, T4, and they measure the level of that. And if it's under the normal, and you need to support. My dog is a Shih Tzu, poodle mix, and always have tear eyes. Is this normal? Well, in some breed it is normal, but depend, especially when they are infested with a parasite or with a chronic disease. The dog express this sign like a conjunctivite in the eyes, like tear in the eyes. And some are predisposed for those eye tearing because of the canal sometimes block. The tear canal can be blocked due to the infection. The nasal infection can block them, and they show. And especially in the brachiocephalic, it's more often that. Chronic disease predisposed, especially, for example, the parasites. How much salt to put in? It is measured by dog weight. Look, no need to do such a calculation, but when you cook the food, if you put for example, a teaspoon, when you boil it something in the pot, like maybe rice with chicken, just put a teaspoon there. So, because even for dogs, they need, but salt to be iodinized. It's very important to be sea salt iodinized. Do you think it's the best way for the shepherd dog to live, like when I can't be free, on a long chain or in the kennel? Good to know. Might want to get her checked. Yeah, do a little bit. Yeah, you can do the blood test too. You can do the blood test for the dog to see, because sometimes the chronic infection can give those. Chronic infection in dogs can give that sign. Can be from the parasites, can be from some virus, can be from some bacteria that they don't show so much symptoms in the body, and they are very difficult, especially some microorganisms that target the airway system. But if you constantly you give, for example, antiparasite tablet or chewable, whatever the medication is in the form, you have to check from some virus sometimes. Usually it's not the metabolic problem. Sometimes the genetic of the breed predispose them, especially in the brachiocephalic animals, are very predisposed for the eye tearing. What do you think it's the best way for the shepherd dog to live, like when it can be free on a long chain or in a kennel? Hold on a second. Why I don't understand this question? What do you think is the best way for shepherd dog to live, like when it can be free? Oh, in the chain. In the chain or in a kennel, it's the same. It's not a problem. But in the chain, they need to learn with the chain. They need to learn with the chain. There is a difficult dog that can break the chain or remove the collar. You're gonna put it in a kennel, in a cage, to make sure that he will not escape. But for example, in the winter season, and the winter season nowadays, because of the lack of food, the wild animal has the tendency to come in the settlement, especially the wolf pack, and they can be very dangerous if they get the dog in the chain. Well, those are guardian dog, and they need it's better for them to be free than to be on the chain, because on the chain they cannot protect themselves. They cannot even escape from the wolf pack, because wolf does not operate alone. When they come to attack the dogs during the winter, they come entire pack, and that's dangerous for dog being in the chain. Bakhtiari. Aslam alaikum. Oh, wa alaikum salam. Why you don't write correctly? Zanuira, hi, how you doing? You know, when we want to put our dog on chain and they protect, how should we behave? And they protest. Okay, you have to teach the dog with a leash when they are puppy. First, you're gonna put a collar on them, and you're gonna tie them on chain when they are puppy. You have to adapt them with chain, being in chain. You should not just get a free dog, for example, and you just apply immediately. No, it doesn't work like that. So need time for that, and you have to teach them to be on the leash or on the chain when they are puppy. This is how you fix that problem. In other way, an adult dog that they would never be in chain needs some time to be adapted, so they're gonna protest with that. Akhil, boys, are you a Muslim? I believe in God. That's you need to know. I believe in God. I respect the belief of other people when they really believe, and when they don't misuse the belief system for their, or when they don't abuse. If they abuse, for me, doesn't matter. You are a Muslim, Christian, or other beliefs, if you are not respectful as a person, it doesn't matter what kind of belief system you have. If you respect me, I will respect back. That's it. He knows, but still, when he was a teenager dog, so to say, show me a teeth. Oh, well, if you are talking for livestock guardian dog, they have the tendency to protest, but in the same time, you have to show the authority when they are puppy. When they show the teeth, they're gonna get the punishment. Period. For example, you cannot show the teeth to me. I'm your boss. I feeding you. I take care for you. And you to show me the teeth is a disrespect way from the owner side. And the dog show disrespect on you. So doesn't matter is a teenager, is a puppy, or is an adult. The dog should respect you. It's very important. So I suggest not to be so weak in front of your dog. And I've talked about that, how you have to put and to implant the authority, your authority on your dog. It is very important. Emilianos, so do I. Yeah. If you're talking for the belief, I just respond to them. I don't want to be rude. I respect every of them. I'm Muslim or I'm something like that. I'm not like those people that say, "Are you a Muslim one?" So those dogmatic people, I don't need it here, honestly, with all my respect that I have for all you guys. With all my respect for all you guys, being Muslim, be respectful, because you are Muslim doesn't make you better than other people, not at all. Belief system doesn't make you a good guy. No, 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 no. If you don't follow the norms of the life, you don't think that you stay above us. Don't think that you are the best because you are Muslim. No, you are not. If you are a respectful person, yes, you are a good person. If you are not because just of the belief, oh, please, those propaganda, you can go and do it in another channel, not here. Here I want only respect. I don't want those dogmatic people that I believe that they have read the book, or the book have just read them, because they even don't understand the books, or they don't follow the books orders. They don't follow at all. They abuse with the belief system, and I don't like this kind of people here. But if you are really respectful, I don't want to know what is my belief system. I don't want to ask me again what is your belief system. Are you a Muslim? Are you Christian, Judaism, or Hebrew, or whatever the belief system exists in the world? I do not ask about what kind of is the belief system. I'm a traditional man. What are you doing? Live and let others live, no matter the religions. He has such a bad boy. It was a German Shepherd dog, but now Nagazi is obedient. Carlos, salute Emiliano. Salute, my friend. How you doing? Some people say food aggression is normal behavior in dog and it should be correct. Personally, I don't let it happen. Human food aggression in dog against a boss, against the owner, no, it's not normal. Against other dog, other pet, it is normal. Hello, Emiliano. Hello, Drajan. How are you doing today? Okay. I agree. Food aggression is not a food thing at all when it comes to the human interaction on and dogs. Well, yes, I just explained about food aggression toward the owner. It is not normal at all. I don't consider any kind of normality in that dog behavior against the owner. No, it's not. And should not allow when they are puppy, because they show those signs when they are small, when they are still young puppy. It's not normal, and you should prevent them not to happen. There is nothing funny, because maybe they looks funny and cute when they are, and you think that, oh, my dog is brave and such a thing. The bravery should not show against the owner. The bravery should show to other people or to other dogs or to other animals, but never to the owner. It's nothing pretty in that, and to be proud. You should stop. You should punish when they are puppy, when they doing like this kind of aggression. I have not got time to chat today, but I love those live, bro. Luca Brasi. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that. No problem. Get your time. I'm gonna be here for a while. So if you don't have time, you maybe catch me during this live stream later. I'm gonna be there for a while. I'm not sure how much, but I'm gonna be there for a while. If nothing, for example, happened, like I need to respond to the phone call, I need to respond to something because of the family member need me for something, I will be here. If they need me, I just gonna say, guys, I'm sorry, I need to stop for today the live, and I have to fix the stuff and being available for the family. So, but I think I'm gonna be here. I don't hope that I will not need to respond to any phone calls or something like that for now. So well, let's like that. So food behavior, it's a bad traits in dogs, very bad traits. Well, it is a little bit justified when they catch a prey. For dog and cat, they show those growling part when they catch a animal. For dogs and for cat, this is in some way justified, but in the same time, it doesn't matter that you should not correct that too, even when they catch a wild animals. Do you have any personal dogs at the moment? If yes, what dogs you have? If not, what dogs would you like to own in the future? My friend, I personally here, where I'm from, I don't have no pets, no dogs, no cats. Back home in Albania, I have 2 cats. In Russia, we have dogs, Kavkazский Volkodov. What I wish I would to own is to turn back the time and to have that Volkodov named Achilles that I had it. And not to give to other people, that I gave it for free. That's what I want. But right now, no dogs can come in my eyes. For a moment, I don't see no dogs to come in my eyes. Not at all. There are many things why I do not want. First of all, I have to do important stuff, which are more important than dogs. You have to understand. I have to do important stuff in my life, in my family, which are more important than dogs. For some people, you are related to the dog. Yeah, I understand. I understand that. I feel you. But for me, I'm not related to the dog. I used to be with one dog, not with all the dogs. No, I'm not related to the dogs. I have a lot of more important stuff to do than dogs. But what dog should I choose? Well, there are plenty of dog that I can choose. Depend. Good morning. I feel most comfortable in this live chat because the warmness community is gathered here. We know the value of love. Long live the dogs, animal who do not know betrayal. Oh yes, yes. I feel the same. We are a good community, good people here. Very good and respectful, and I like that. No, and I'm glad that this community, and I hope that this community and live chat to be wider, to be more widespread. Every person with the norms and rules which is respectful, it's all the time welcome to come here and talk. You miss your dog? Oh yes, I miss him. I miss him a lot. I had this very special connection with him. Achilles with same temperament, including bad traits, or now you think I always deal with Achilles traits. I have no problems with Achilles traits. Was not the reason why I gave Achilles. Was other reason that I gave Achilles. I didn't give Achilles because of the bad traits. Not at all. I had other stuff that I gave Achilles. I give it for free. To some not was those people was not credible at all. I had no problem deal with Achilles because I raised him and I know it him the good stuff and the bad stuff. I know when he was what the moment he gonna put me in the troubles, and I all the time prevent them. That's why I didn't have no problem to deal with such a dog. What happened, friends? Oh, I lost it, my dog. He passed away 1 year ago. I was in the United States, so I think in the moment that he passed away, I saw him in the dream. And I saw that the dog was hurtful. Somebody hurt the dog. Hurt my dog, so that was I think the last moment when he passed away. He appeared in my dream. I used to have a wolf dog when I was 21. That was the decades ago. That's cool. From Portugal, so I'm a great fan of your work, of the raw way you should functional dogs. That's truthful way of showing how culture and maintain the tradition and old shepherd worldwide. CD Petro Careto. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. In the same situation, I only own one dog at the moment. Would love to have a lot more, but there are other things in life at the moment that need my time. Hopefully things will change in the future. Yeah, look, we don't know the future, what the future bring. There is no dog that will replace the place of Achilles that has in me. No dog, no animal. You have to understand. So I'm not saying that I will not take care for a dog or for a cat. I always take care. I always take care. But in the way of the feelings and the bond, no, no. It will never happen. Never ever happened. I don't allow myself again. And I don't think I'm gonna find again like that. No. It's for this. For me, he was special, he is special, and he will remain special one. Special one. For me, he was Iron Dog. He was really very special one. Well, the life is like that, so I feel very sorry. Max X, thank you. Sorry for your loss of Achilles. Thank you, Carlos. Susan Maria, she was my best friend, my greatest ever. Well, yeah, we have to know that their life is shorter than us, so we have to know about that. But I'm gonna tell you something. They are waiting in the gate of the heaven, and one day we're gonna meet them again. I would like to invite you to come in Iberia Peninsula, Spain and Portugal, and know the Iberian working dogs. Mainly the several protection and functional dogs still use the protector. Why not one day? Why not one day? Are you talking about Australia? Mountain dog? Those dogs that are very similar to Shaplaninak? Estrella mountain dog? If I pronounce correct the name of the mountain or the name of the region. I'm dreading that day so much. I cherish every walking moment with my puppy. I'm so sorry, broski. Oh, thank you. Gabe at Erwin. Huh? Gabe? Irwin, if I pronounce well. If we make it to heaven. Well, if you are a good person, you're gonna make it to heaven. Don't worry about that. You're gonna make it. If you are a fair person, if you are real fair, not fair just in your brain, but fair, you're gonna make it. No doubt about it. I think, yes, that is what the CD mean. Well, in Portugal, that's the most famous one for the livestock. I'm not talking about for other stuff. For example, but the short hair one. The other, the long coat, are very much now for show and losing that aspect. Because of bad breeding. Because of bad breeding. Yeah. Are the breeder and people that spoil the breed. They just put them for the dog show, just to go and do the show in the FCI. FCI is the International Cynology Federation, or Federate of International Cynology. Cynologue. For the people who don't know what are the cynologues, cynologue are the people that study the dogs. Logi or logi in Greek language, it means study in English. Yeah, it happened in many breeds. We have the watered down from the good traits of dog because of those kind of breeder. They produce fragile dog. They produce dogs with a lot of problems. They produce dog for show. They see the dog only for profit, for profitable aspect. They don't see the dog for other stuff. And this is very bad, honestly. This is very bad. Well, I'm increase my voice, but when the dogs are in the bad hands, and when there is no legislation to control the breeding, we're gonna have those problems. In the way that we don't have the legislation of the breeding, we're gonna have the problems. We have some people in Romania claiming that the shepherd dog should put his mouth on the beer, bite the beer. Personally, I disagree. I believe a smart dog should not do this. What's your opinion, sir? Well, even the dog put the mouth on the beer, try to bite the beer, it will not make damage in the beer. The bear skin, it's very thick, and the dog teeth are short to create so much damage. First of all, the other stuff, if the dog will start to interact in the physical interaction with the beer, we know that wild animal, if they feel under the pressure or threatened, they go in berserk form. They gonna attack back again. This is the berserk form. The berserk form is just doing instinctively. It's the instinct of surviving under the pressure. If they cannot, for example, escape, they gonna attack back. If you are human or dog, you're gonna put yourself in trouble. And I've saw some video when the dog bite the bear, and they get very brutal respond or brutal attack, counter-attack by the bear. Yes, I suggest that, and what I want is the dog, even if they show the bravery by wrestling with bear, doing some stuff with that, it's still an animal which lack a lot of physical traits and the combat skills to face off with a bear. Are two different animals. The bear stays supreme in the advantage, physical advantage, stays supreme. The bite force, the teeth are tremendous, brutal. So dogs are not matched for the bear at all, in no shape or form. And the most damage or injury, it will not be the bear. It will be the dogs. So what the shepherdmen think about that? They think mostly for the bravery. But you have to understand that the shepherdmen are not educated, are not well educated. The level of intellect of shepherd are not known to be smart people. I'm not disrespect them, they're intelligent, but it's true. the level of intellect in shepherd is low. They are not expert. Yes, they know some stuff because of their tradition and their experience about the livestock, but that's it. They are limited in they know how to operate the livestock because of the experience, because of the heritage and tradition of the family, but that's it. When it comes for the difficult problems, difficult situation, they need an expert to come and fix it. That they cannot do so much. Yes, they can do vaccines. Some of them they can do the injection, but that's it. They cannot. They can have some idea about some disease during the experience, but that's it. It's like that. In a difficult situation, the level of knowledge of them, it's limited. They have very limited knowledge, and they have the tendency to be very stubborn and very difficult people to discuss and operate with them. It's very difficult. Shepherds are one of the level of people or the class of people that is very, very difficult to convince them, to cooperate with them. Yes, there are some good people, some open mind, but they are very few. The majority of them are, it's very hard to deal with them. And about of the dog to go and confront with a bear, we have so many dogs that have done this. And most of the time the dog are lucky that the bear prefer to run away, The bear prefer to run away. And the dog doesn't stay too much in the physical interaction. So there is no chance for the dog, for livestock guardian dog to match the force with the bear. No, there is no chance. It's very important how the wild animal will behave when the dogs start to attack. And most of the time, the bear counterattack very brutally. And the dogs get injury. There are more interesting in titles podium than for works. Of course, a dog big champion come to be more profitable. Well, dog show is not a live performance. So I will not value the dog just by going and win the podium, the first place. I judge the dog in the nature during the work. What is the performance in the work? I don't care if he's a champion or not. If he doesn't perform well as a livestock guardian dog, because he took some command, he says straight, he has beautiful anatomy. But if this beauty does not match with a good temperament, with a work ethic, in livestock, for me, it's worthless. For me, this dog is worthless if he is not performing. If the dog doesn't has the work ethic. Or if he is a low performance dog, it doesn't make any difference. In Iberia there are 3-4 dog team. 1 or 2 will confront the bear, or the 2 will bite on the back. Yeah, but this is how the dog pack operate, and it's pretty much the same. But not every time those dog will bite the bear. Depend of the bear, depend of the bravery of the dog. This is almost everything. So those coward one will go to bite the back of the bear. The bravest one, and those one that are a little bit, I'm gonna say, not so smart, involve themselves too much and put themselves too much in the trouble by going in the front of the bear, because the bear will respond back. Likely the wolf. Well, pretty much the dog pack, it's similar to the wolf, but not as, doesn't have that much quality as they would has during the hunting or during the chasing. Wolf pack is more organized, has more harmony in the pack. That harmonizes the pack. How much do ovcharka cost over there? Well, I don't know. I think the puppy that we bought from Russia, from Moscow, if I'm not wrong, cost like $1,000 or 1,500. Well, we're pretty much like this. I'm not sure. I don't remember. It's happened 4 or 5 years ago. And I don't know how much is the price right now about the Caucasian ovcharka. If you talk about Caucasian ovcharka, if you talk about other shepherd dog, well, I have an idea, and I can give you a more accurate price. Okay. Mihai say very good point. I think breed like catch weight bulldog is something natural. Didn't see for million of years. Human did it. Well, if you are referring to American Pit Bull Terrier, yes, that performance is outrange for those cage dogs. But for sure, in the ancient time, they were cage dog all the time. People has those cage dog, has those killer hound. You're gonna just compare the level of performance or the level of quality of this cage dog? I think no. The gayness and then American Pit Bull Terrier have, I think, is still unmatchable. It still stays supreme in that. But to say that catch dog there never been before, I think yes, catch dog used to use in the Mesopotamia against lions, against wild animals, but they were mostly like a German boarhound type dogs, like a big mastiff. And even in medieval time, people has those kind of breed, similar dog, like American Pit Bull Terrier in anatomical structure used to be in the medieval time too. But the catch weight bulldog, he's referring, when he say a bulldog, he's referring to the real bulldog that people, especially the dogmen, they call the real bulldog, the American Pit Bull Terrier. And he's talking about this when he used this name, the real bulldog, the catch weight bulldog. And he has right about that performance. It's unmatchable. But to say that we didn't see 1 million years, well, we don't know about other animals, how they operate in. We cannot talk about 4 million years, but we are talking about in the human history. In the human history, sorry about that notification. Let me put a little bit. Let's focus on human history. To be a little bit accurate, because we go with an assumption how, for example, some animal that are the animal that does not exist nowadays, that are eradicated by the time or by the evolution or whatever it calls. We don't know how they operate. About human history, how the catch weight bulldog or the catch weight American Pit Bull Terrier operate, yeah, it's the most highest level of performance as individuals, because usually they are not the best for the as a pack dog. Our shepherd don't like dog to attack and bite bear. Most of the time finish his job is carry the bear, but then they don't use red star Caucasian shepherd dog. I have spoken with one shepherd. Oh, don't understand that comment. How safe is to travel to Russia? Oh, it's safe. It is safe. You need a visa. It is safe. Don't listen too much the propaganda of people. You are welcome in Russia. Don't listen too much, because don't believe everything that people said. Don't believe that everything that the media said. Don't believe. You have to avoid a little bit the borderline. Russia and Ukraine, yes, you have to avoid those borderline, because attack can be from both sides. If you avoid the borderline, no, other part of Russia, it's okay, it's no problem. You just if you come for tourism, you are welcome. It's like that. Well, they are a little bit lunatic in this moment, a little bit more paranoia that is necessary, but it's the situation, so don't judge them too much. Don't judge them too much. It's mostly because of the war situation, but it's safe, it's not a problem. People usually they are polite. The problem is they don't speak English. It's very rare to find people that speak English. You can find in the big town like Moscow, St. Petersburg, like Maine. In other places they don't speak English, so that it will be a little bit challenge, but you can use Google Translate in that moment. So I think the situation will be settled down this spring. I have a positive that this situation, this war will be settled down, and the situation it will be changed for good. I believe on this, that the situation it will change. Thank you. You're welcome. They know by error the correct way, at least here. In Portugal, Spain, you are obligated for the last 12 years to study. So many do all collect time at first. Only the 60 and 70 years old are like that. People change if the level of the education change. Well, it's not just the level of education. It's a little bit has to do with the temperament of the people. If there are people that are stubborn, it's very hard to change those stubborn people. Even if you bring back, or if you bring in front of them the knowledge, the truth, the fact, they're gonna oppose. They're gonna protest. So the smooth Estrella mountain dog normally are large with more bone, higher weight, more aggressive against strange people or animals. They are suspicious all the time about strange life. Pretty much like Sharplaninak. Pretty much like the mountain dog of Shar Mountain. Yeah, the mountain dog in Shar. Pretty much the same, I think. I think it's They originate. If you do the DNA test, they're gonna bring to the dog in Balkan. You just do the DNA test of them and compare the DNA test with the dog. On the February 18, US, Russia, and Ukraine meet it in the Saudi. What are you talking, Bella? It's February 17. Are you talking for this year or for last year? Thank you, Emiliano. Much love. Have a great day, my friend. You're welcome, Carlos. Have a good... Okay. Yes, CD. Originator of the livestock guardian dog is Asia. But those dogs are more related to the Balkan now. Now, tomorrow for peace negotiation. Yeah, I think Bella, it will settle down. I'm positive sure that they're gonna settle down. They're gonna settle down, but they need to understand that something they will never change. So the Ukraine should not pretend to get what they want before the 2014. They will not get that. But Zelensky said will not attempt meeting. Zelensky, I think it will remove by the people because he's crossing the line too much. He didn't allow the election. Well, yes, we know that he is a clone. It's a puppy. But the puppy has no any more support, so he has no choice. Because he has no any more support of United States. So you have to understand this. What dog would you advise for someone in his 50s? Well, there are plenty of dog breeds. What kind of temperament do you have? And do you have you ever had a dog before in your life? What's your overall temperament? Because the dog must match in your temperament. I agree, Emil. Zelensky must get out. It is must. It is must because it's ridiculous what he's doing. He's going with that like military clothes all the time, thinking like he is fighting. No, he's not doing nothing. He just give orders what the orders are orchestrated to give. He's not even a leadership. He's never been in military. He's just a figure. He's not a symbol of the freedom at all, guys. Trust me. It's not the symbol of the freedom. I've saw stuff that you can find in the YouTube what they are doing. They force people to fight. They kidnap people there. They kidnap their men to fight. No, they are not doing nothing. This is not a freedom war. This is a madness. This war must be stopped once and for all. It's very important. I don't see... This should never happen, in my opinion. This should never happen. This was a... You cannot provoke the bear with a stick and you pretend that the bear will not react. You cannot go and provoke the bear. Go to the bear cave and you provoke them with the stick. No, it's You play with a fire in that moment. And do not pretend that they will not react. They are not the one that doesn't react. They are not the one that they're gonna, if you hit, if you slap, and they're gonna show another side of the face to slap again. So I think, but I'm pretty sure that this war could be prevented. But anyway, we think how to stop, because the damage are already done. We just need to stop, not to have any more damage, any more life lost. It's very important. He was loud at us when we had war in 2008. Who's Zelensky? Zelensky is not a person with a stable personality. You have to understand that usually the politicians are not known to be fair and square, are not known to keep their words. Some of them do, but they are very rare. The other people, they gonna promise you stuff, and you have to understand that 90% of the promise, they will be lie. If you are smart enough to understand. If you are just believing blind, yeah, you're gonna get disappointed by them. I hate how empires divide countries. Just hate all empires. Maybe as Bulgaria is in my blood. I feel sorry for Ukrainian people. Well, I feel sorry because they are the people that suffer, not Zelensky. Yes, I feel sorry for them. And they, in the European Championship, the football championship, they ask it for election. They ask for election, but he finds an excuse that we are in the wartime. I'm pretty sure that if they ask for 2-3 day election, Russia will stop. Because Russia government will stop the war it will keep the peace for 2-3 days, or even for 1 week for the election. Because they know that the people doesn't want him anymore. Because people open the eyes. In the beginning, they was, okay, under the pressure, under the attack, and he push it and push it and push it. But he didn't give, nobody want war endless, because the country will be destroyed, and half of the country is almost devastated by this war. And people understand that what he's doing. You see the clothes. He come all the time. Please, guys. With those green clothes. Like he's going in the front. Do you know that they use green screen to fake the video, to modify the video? They use those green screen that they are in the place that the attack has happened. No, they are in the safe place. When they are free from the attack at all. They are not, they stay in the west part of the country. Not at all. They don't go in the east part of the country. They stay in the most security places. And they record some video with the green screen that they are like this. And the specialists disclose that lie, that they are using green screen all the time. Just to do that propaganda, because it's a lot of propaganda. I'm not talking about that other side is angel, no. Both sides. When the solution is, and the best solution is to come in the peace and the agreement. That's the solution. Because that's a madness war. I'm against every war, because innocent people lose their life there. And are the people, the population that suffer, not the elite. Elite does not suffer, guys. does not suffer. Elite doesn't put their hand in fire. They just give orders. Well, this madness should be stopped. And I'm positive sure that the peace will come. Because in the end, they are brothers with each other. They are brothers with each other. They are brothers. You really have to come here in Portugal. We have 4 breeds of that kind dogs in Spain. We have 9 breeds of that kind. Some recognize, other not. Mark William. Yes, I have owned a few dogs, Doberman, and a few mixed breed, but I can't do the things I used to do. Smoking has affected my lungs. Even thought I stopped 6 years ago. My lungs are struggling, so no energy. Well, you need the breed that doesn't or does not have so much energy. A peaceful breed, I think. A golden retriever. It will be good for you. If you say that you have problem with lungs and you cannot walk for long distance, a bulldog, a Frenchie, to keep the companion, those funny stuff, to enjoy the situation together. I will suggest a pet. I will suggest a pet. I will not suggest like Doberman or Rottweiler or Belgian Malinois. No, not at all. Not so dogs. You need, because of the problem that you just mentioned, I will suggest you to have a peaceful dog. The dog that gives positive energy. A dog that obey to you, not a dog that disobey. Not a dog that to put you in the struggle. So I think if you find a good golden retriever, or even a bulldog are very funny, very cool dogs. So I will suggest like that. Not American bulldogs, those aggressive one. Not that. Not those aggressive one. You don't need an aggressive dog. No need an aggressive dog. Don't put yourself in struggle. You have healthy problems. You need to have a lung clean because of the smoke for a long period of time. You have to clean your lungs. You have to pay attention to your health more. You don't need a dog that is hyperactivity and to put you in a trouble. You want something to obey you, something to give unconditional love and not to put you in stress. It's very important. I think I answered the question. If you want more details, I can give you more. What are your plans for the rest of your day, Emil? What do you mean? I translate Levan that what we were talking about. That's good. I feel sorry for innocent people. Yeah, I feel sorry too. So, my friend, I'm a military veterinarian. of the Special Portugal Force. I've been in Ukraine 3 times during the war in the front. Sorry, I disagree. I have saw the guys the lengthy during bombing. Okay, I trust me. I what you have done, it's your personal, so please don't share this kind of stuff. They use military dog. I'm from NATO force, so I've talked by hundreds of people there that they never been my feelings. Yeah, pug is good, but I think French it's better. French bulldog, I like it. I've been in several wars, but never with those level of hate. And I just want to skip this conversation, my friend. If you understand what I mean, I want to skip that conversation. Because, yes, you know that you are a soldier, but you don't know what happened behind the doors. In the closed doors, we don't know. Let's to be honest. We don't really know what's happened in the closed doors. Behind the stage, they happen a lot of stuff. And look, the things are more deep, a lot of secret, which are not revealed to the soldier. The soldier follow the orders. It's like this. I know what the soldier are doing. Soldier has to follow the orders. Soldier has not the opportunity to give a suggestion. And even when they see something which is completely not fair. So, but let's skip this situation because this conversation, because it's not my channel and I'm not talking about, I'm not making politics here. Honestly, I don't want to talk about the politic or something like that. I just give an opinion that this war, this madness was be stopped. That's the bottom line. Because I don't see nothing, especially for Ukrainian people, any benefits on this war. But even from Russia part too. War is a butchery for the young men. If you understand what I mean. It's nothing else. Just the butchery for the young men and for the elite to get some profit. But it's not my business, honestly. I don't think any interest in this topic. It's because even if I tell the truth, who's gonna take me for serious or something like that? I don't have even authority or this and that to talk about. Well, I can give my opinion, what I think that what is the best, basic on the pure logic. But nevertheless, it's I don't want to talk about this. Well, I can give you another example just to say that what's happened, but I don't want that to go back and forth about this situation just to prove that it's not only what kind of picture you have saw there, it's completely the truth. The picture, it's more deeply. And I know I've saw with my eyes what's happened. But let's keep this topic. Let's focus on the dogs. Maybe English bulldog, not American bull. English bulldog, yes, but American bulldog, it's very aggressive one. English bulldog very good for you, my friend. That is very smart choice. Thank you, sir. You're welcome. Yeah, you tell me. That's why I asked a question. What's your temperament? What's your condition? Because you say the age, you say the condition, the healthy condition that you have. So you don't need the dog which has hyperactivity. No, you don't need those hyperactive dogs around you. Because you want something to share companion, to release the stress. But you don't need some dogs or a dog that can put you stress. That's why. The theory that the dog with the short muzzle have good bite, it is true. Well, they have good bite, but it's not just the short muzzle that produce that strong bite. It's the shape of the muzzle, and is the shape and the size of the masseter muscle, because are a bunch of muscle that take part during the bite. Yes, Susan, I agree totally with you that English Bulldog are very funny and very cute. Long life, peace, and justice. Well, we pray to the God to bring peace and justice. Ivan Tosic, hey brother, hey, how you doing? CD, let's change this topic, please. I do not like it, really. You don't know what happened before it started. You were not there. You were involved during, not before. Before, a lot of stuff happened. You don't know all the stuff. I told you the soldier follow the orders. Are the other one above them that orchestrate stuff. I'm not trying to disrespect you, to say that you are a soldier, but I'm telling you the right things, that it's not what we see the real life. No. From every side, none of them release the real truth. So you have to understand them. This. I just want to change a little bit the topic, if you don't mind. No war, just rakia. I don't drink rakia, but better to drink rakia than war. Honestly, that's okay. And Sharplaninak dog. But he forgets Chevapi. Chevap, Ivar, bake it, lamb. Wars generate money and rich and the powerful. That's why. But this is the real stuff. Why they make it. Has nothing to do with other stuff. No, that's why. Get profit. Mark, if you decide the English Bulldog, get a female. The mothering loyalty. Yeah, I prefer, and I will suggest you a female one than a male. It will be a better fit for you. Mark. A female dog. Good days, friends. I appreciate the chat. Oh, you're welcome. Come enjoy in my live stream all the time when you want. I have had two American Bulldogs treated the same way. They were well completely different. One of them, the female, was pure evil. Never understood the situation really. American Bulldog has the tendency to be aggressive, to be honest. That's why I said the English Bulldog. The English Bulldog, then American Bulldog. Well, you have to understand that you are a veterinarian in military, so your experience is far more advanced than a normal people. And a normal people, especially with people that has problems, it's very hard for them to manage such a dog. That's why they need a polite dog. They need very cool dog. It's very important. Namaste. HB Kennel. How are you? I'm doing good. How are you? Have you heard the name Botia dogs? Yeah, no, I've heard. The English Bulldog is nice but very yes, healthy issues in the fabricated breed are there. Skin problem, allergy, rash, GI tract problems are there. Breathing problems, the brachiocephalic are there. Hip dysplasia, dislocation of patella are there in the problem is in that, so are there. Healthy issues are there. As much the fabricated is the breed, as much as fragile they are. As much human interaction are in the creation of the breed, it's as much the healthy problem are present. That's why the native dog are far more superior in health, in immunity, are far more superior, are the dogs that require less human care. Fabricated breeds require a lot of human care, a lot of health care. So this is the downside in the fabricated breed. And this happened due to the mediocre breeders. It's the breeder is the FCI that spoiled the dog. But you have to understand that the bulldog used to be not a pet, used to be a performance dog. They was not a pet. In the time that you change the dog from the working dog, from a performance dog to the pet, well, we're gonna have those problems in health. So, and this is thank you to the mediocre breeder that do such a bad breeding, select those what they call exotic traits, but they are not just exotic traits, they are just mutation during the breeding or in breeding when they bring this fragile exemplar that need every time health care. Well, it is like it is. I had the issue with their hair kinds. of messed up all the time. For what are you talking about? The Swiss has recreated the original ancient bulldog, the continental bulldog. I didn't know that. They are very more healthy and athletic. Well, if you go back in medieval time, or even in the time of Victorian area, before we come in the industrialization and modern time, they had it, the performance dog. German Shepherd was very well, no problem with hyperdysplasia. The dog has correct anatomical structure. If you see the modern day German Shepherd, a lot of problems on them. And this is the bad breeding technique that they are using. There is no legislation to control the breeder. There is no legislation to control private people that are doing like this. When we don't have this kind of legislation, this kind of policy does not exist, we're gonna have those kind of problems in the dog breeding. They're gonna continue to spoil it working breeds. They're gonna turn in the fragile pet with a lot of healthy issues and lack of performance. Well, I'm one voice that I'm just trying to tell that it's time to change, but I cannot do too much. Thank you all for your words of advice. I will think it over. Cheers. Well, you are welcome. I hope you find a good dog that match with your requirement that you need. And I suggested some names, so but it's your decision. I can just give advice. And this is me. Where I can go, I have this limit. But it's your decision to deal with. Just try not to get a dog that require a lot of exercise, hyperactive, aggressive. You don't need such a dog. You need a calm, lovely dog that to bring peace and harmony to you, to release the stress. Dog Botia breed. There is no breed. It's not a standard breed. It's a local name for mountain dog in the Indian part of Himalayan. I think it's the most related to quickness, changing than slow breeding and testing those. Related to quickness, changing than slow breeding. Well, you have to understand that the animal husbandry, it's not apply in the level of specialist. You have to understand this. The animal husbandry should, because the dog breeding, and even if you see the dog breeding book and something like that, I've done only few, and the study were maybe in the Soviet Union, in the Red Star Kennel, they did some good study about dogs, but most of them there was focus in the military breeds, which yes, they succeed in some breed and they fail it in some breeds. They try to make some change, and they did a lot of study in the dogs. The first transplant are made in dogs. the first transplant, for the people that they don't know, they are made in dogs. They are made in a Red Star kennel. And there are some good studies, but other than that, what's wrong with people? They just try to follow the path where is ice. They want to fall. I don't understand those people. And I think the specialist, but not corrupt one, not the one that can corrupt by the FCI, because for me the FCI it's completely out. It's a failure. It's completely a profitable organization that don't care about the animal health at all. They don't care about animal health. They don't care about animal performance. No, at all. It's just a profitable one. I've saw a lot of breeds, and with improvement of the FCI, that we have those watered down breeds with a lot of healthy problems, with lack of performance, with a bad genetic, with a bad anatomical structure, selected by mediocre breeder, and approved by the FCI. It's completely unprofessional. Well, I'm disclose the topic of them, but I'm doing mostly for the education purpose, and I'm telling the truth. The hair keep getting strangled. Well, could be a lack of minerals or a lack of vitamins. So you have to understand that the diet of livestock guardian dog, it's so poor in the nutrition, has very poor diet. Most of them, they feed with porridge. And the porridge, it's 90% or more carbohydrates. What do you expect? When they don't get minerals, when they don't get vitamins, when they don't get the required amount of the proteins. So it doesn't make sense. And you're gonna have a dog with the skin problems. They have a poor diet. Porridge of them. Grain and corn. Put some water. Sometimes they can put some salt just to give a little bit tasty. Sometimes they put some milk when the shepherd remember to put some milk. So what do you expect? That the dog will not have this problem? They're gonna have these problems. And the main problems come from alimentary. The way how the dog feed. The food. It's one of the main problems in nowadays breeding, especially the processed food. And using ingredients they are not made for the dog. The dog is not the diet of the dog must be the most majority to be animal proteins, and to find the right carbs, and not to give everyday carbs to the dog, especially the grain, pasta, corn. They have and they impact. They increase the inflammation in the body. They increase the inflammation in the human body too. They increase the inflammation. Gluten increase the inflammation in the body. And you're gonna have after a lot of problems with autoimmune disease, with allergy. Because of those chronic disease like allergy, this immune system is compromised all the time because of that. Even for human, you have to understand. When you eat the fast food, when you eat fried foods, with this vegetable oil like sunflower, corn oils, canola oils, soybean oils, something like that, they are substances that create inflammation in the body. Sugar. What has the bread? Most of the bread is completely in the sugar of amidon. Has no fibers at all. It's gluten amidon. What they bring to the body, what the sugar do to the body? It suppresses the immune system. It has the direct impact in the bone marrows. It suppresses the immune system. Suppress the immune system. It's like compare with prednisone or prednisolone. This is the effect of the sugar. Beside the other effect, like problem in the blood glucose, I'm not talking, but I'm saying, even in children, when you give sugar, you suppress the immunity. In children, when you give those dessert every time, and your kids all the time will show problems with allergy problems, getting flu every time, getting those virus every times, because you suppress, you compromise the immune system. The food, it's very important. And the processed food, almost all processed food, human and from animals, they contain substance which they are very dangerous and create sickness in the body. Well, I'm gonna do a content about the dog food or even for cat food, and I'm gonna mention what's the main problem of them and how to minimize those problems. How to minimize those problems. FCI will change. I don't know about that. And this FCI Kangal, this is Fox. No, it's not Fox. Because I don't know about, but I think I saw the standard of the Kangal. No, the Turkish didn't accept to change that standard. So the FCI didn't make so much change about. It's not Fox, my friend. Kangal, it's Kangal. Cause of people pressure. White fang. Cross between wolf and an Indian polar dog. Okay, that's not interesting. He likes to eat tomatoes. I don't know why. Well, could be a lack of vitamins and minerals, my friend. That's why. So you have to pay attention about that. Make a little bit of biochemical blood test to see the level of the minerals, the level of enzyme in the body. What's really wrong with it? To check the hormones in the body. Ivan Tosic, please be careful with the words that you are using in the comment. Try to be more polite. Don't be so rude with the words that you are using. Breeding is rarely done for function nowadays. Most people do it for money. Yeah, That's true. They don't focus in the quality of dogs. They focus on the traits that can make them profitable, selecting those mutations that the dogs express during the breeding or inbreeding, which are they call exotic traits on dogs, in exotic physical traits. In fact, they are mutation. More and more are being aware of the pureness of truth. In the West European, they are changing a lot of philosophy, breeding philosophy, and not exactly the FCI way. Well, I think it's 100 years problem, and it's time to bring back those quality dog. Need time. It's not impossible, absolutely not. We can bring back those working lions. But there is two way. You're gonna let those fragile pet to remain the same, or you will stop them breeding them. You understand what I mean? Because we have pets nowadays which has a lot of problems. Emiliano, have you seen a picture of the FCI Presa Canario male with chicken back legs? Well, I have saw a lot of from the FCI, a lot of footage. I've saw a Central Asian Shepherd dog, which was not a Central Asian Shepherd dog at all. Was like a Spanish Mastiff dog. Has no connection with the real dog in Central Asia. No connection at all. Was like a modern Spanish Mastiff. Or like a mixed English Mastiff. I've saw a lot of stuff like that. I'm not surprised at all. I think it's a corrupt organization. The FCI is a completely corrupt organization. When the money are involved, when the profit is the main goal, nobody will care about performance. Nobody will care about other outcoming stuff that so not only the Bulldog Continental, but I think the White German Shepherd was refined in Canada, and today it is referred to as the Swiss. Yeah, I understand about chicken leg. When it means skinny leg. Skinny hind leg, no thick bone. Yeah, I understand that. Emiliano, one video idea for future: how to properly feed a livestock guardian dog. Well, I'm gonna try to make a video about that. At least to increase a little bit the level of nutrients in livestock. The nutrition should be, because it's so poor diet that, and imagine with those poor diet, those dog perform so well. Imagine those dog has well balanced diet, how good they will perform. Imagine that. Even with this kind of diet, those dogs perform so well. But you have to understand that those dogs are adapted with this poor diet, and they are adapted for thousands of years, not just today. But if we check the diet, it's really poor in nutrition, really poor. And don't forget the origin of the dog. The origin of the dog is it's a gray wolf. The proto-wolf dog come from the gray wolf. Those proto-wolf dog, you have to understand. I understand that is a transition that is done for thousands of years, not today. But still, if you study the GI tract from the mouth and all the parts, stomach, the intestine, you cannot feed them with plant. You cannot feed them with plant. The GI tract of them is made to be basically more carnivore. I'm gonna say between carnivore and omnivore. Those teeth are made to chew meat. Those teeth are not made to eat bread. Well, there's like a fight by the FCI breeders, and the growing poorest one of the FCI doesn't like that, but is losing. The knowledge is more available. Well, I understand this. Yeah, I'm a little bit skeptic about the FCI future. I hope to be a green light in the good and progressive change. Yes, cerealia are terrible, very terrible. Landrace dogs like greyhound. Oh, not just the greyhound. When we talk about the landrace dog, we are referring to the what we different call the aboriginal dogs, or the archaic dogs, like the landrace dog in Tibet, like the landrace dog in Caucasian area, in Anatolia, in the Balkan. That's we call the landrace dog, the dog that are known for the polymorphisms, very characteristic of them. Harsh hair, similar to the wolf, which the human interference, it's mediocre or small in those them. They breed and select in nature. This is what we mean with landrace dog. The wild dog in India, or dingo, it's a landrace dog. They are like aboriginal dog. This we'll call with landrace dog. Okay, guys, I have to close the live stream. Sorry about that.